Hi there, it's Lady Ilaria, and I've got something to tell you. I grew up in a naked family. I remember one night I couldn't sleep. I came downstairs and I saw my mum stark bollock naked making a paper mache doll's house. She just looked up at me casually and said, "Hello there, my wee toots." Stark bollock naked is probably the wrong phrase. She doesn't have bollocks. Not physical ones anyway. The microwave then pinged and she said, "Ooh, that'll be my frozen lamb chops." And off she went to the kitchen. Now, growing up in our house, the only normal thing was the placement of the microwave. Now, as an adult, I look at that and I think, wow, brilliant. What an amazing attitude to body confidence. I love it. I wish I was a bit more like that. But sadly, I'm not quite as liberated. And even as a child, I wasn't quite as liberated as that. I've always been a fan of a big knitted woolly jumper. But one day, I was feeling all hippie and free. And in the safety of my childhood bedroom, the real me came out. But I wasn't alone. A young lad called Wayne cleaned everybody's windows in our village, and I was convinced I'd grow up to marry Wayne the window cleaner. Oh, the way he'd carry that bucket. What a man, I'd think. What a man. But he wasn't a man. Looking back, he was probably only about 15. Now, we never knew when Wayne would pop by. He'd just turn up whenever he fancied. We had no idea when he'd come and clean the windows. So, I was dancing naked in my bedroom, and Wayne the window cleaner caught me just as I was dancing to the end of Tragedy by Steps and the beginning of Agadoo by Blacklace, the remix from hell. I locked eyes with Wayne and I panicked. I reached for the first thing that I could find to cover my nipples, and all I could find were some plastic toy pots and pans from my sister's wooden kitchen. So I held them there. It was fine, the nipples were small. I was very young at the time as well, I probably should have said. Wayne didn't see the funny side. I was horrified. And to make it even worse, I was wearing a knitted bobble hat. A knitted bobble hat and a bare arse shouldn't be a thing. Wayne just disappeared down his ladder. My beloved Wayne. The wedding's off then. After that, I saw Wayne the window cleaner everywhere. Well, the village shop and the duck pond. It was a small village. And he pretended to not know my family for 10 years. Now, my mum, she never did finish making that paper mache doll's house. But I'm a bit scared to remind her just in case she takes her clothes off.